Hello guys, welcome to today's section. We'll be looking at using whiteboard. Today, as I've promised you guys, we'll be going through Microsoft Whiteboard. And before we get started, I would like you to subscribe to YouTube channel. What you need to do before you start using the whiteboard, you need to first of all install the whiteboard on your system. Now, how do you go about it? On your laptop, you can go to Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store. Now you can see the store is open. Then click on search. Just simply put in whiteboard. There are a lot of whiteboard, but since we are working with the Microsoft, we'll be clicking the Microsoft Whiteboard app. Now I'll allow you to load. Then you see this, you get what? This screen. Now click on Get. Now that is step on installing Microsoft Whiteboard on your system. Now after clicking on Get, you will see Install. Click on Install. Once you click on Get, you will see Install. Now I click on the install, it's not responding because it's downloading. Now how do you see if it's downloading onto your system? Now this arrow facing down indicates download and update. Click on it to see if Microsoft is downloading. Now you can see I've scrolled down, it's currently downloading. Okay, the download, as you can see, the download on the screen is done. And if you look at this corner of the screen, you see this product is installed. Now you can click launch to test this product. Yes, accept and continue. Okay, you can click on get started. You can click on next. Then let's go. Now, from your whiteboard, you can choose to invite your student or a channel. Or why don't you just go straight? Why don't you just go back to the Teams and see if you can share our whiteboard? Okay. Now I'm going to click on Team. This ongoing meeting. You click on Share, and to our right, you click on Microsoft Whiteboard. You'll be able to see get the app, get the Windows app, or open in app. You see there's three options. Get the Windows app, open the app. I already have the app, or you use the whiteboard in Steam. So we're going to use the app. Now we are opening your whiteboard. Okay, you can see this is the whiteboard. This is your sending panels. This is your active pen, ink shape, ink table, object. You better leave them on their default. Now let's go back and see the pen. This is how you use your pen. And this is your black pen. Click on the black pen, then you can choose to write. I'm going to write 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. For the mathematics teachers, you can use this. For you to use this effectively, you must have a light pen or a stylus pen installed onto your system. Now with that, you can write effectively on your screen rather than using your mouse. Now this is a ruler. You can use a ruler and you can make straight lines. You can move a little and make another line. And this is your eraser. With your eraser, you can, let's take out this. With your eraser, you can erase the unwanted part on the whiteboard. Or you can simply click on the eraser, simply left click on the eraser and click and do what? Clear canvas. Now when you clear canvas, everything that was written on the whiteboard will automatically what? Be wiped away. And this is highlighter. Now for emphasis, usually used for emphasis, you can actually increase the points. You can add student, you can invite or add student from here. Let's say click on invite. Now let's type the name. I don't know who's online. I will just try Messi Baula. Messi Yakubu. And I will invite. Invited. Now I'll add after you click on invite, you click on invited, then you can click add participants. Now what happens is if she's online, she will receive a notification that you are inviting her to your class, to your whiteboard classroom. Now if she accepts the invite, she will appear as a participant. She will be able to see your screen and what you are doing on the whiteboard. Okay, now if you have this whiteboard and you are having an interactive class with your students, now your students can write on this. They can write on the whiteboard, and even as you are writing, the student can also erase what you've written. There's a lot of things to do with this. You can decide to post whatever you've written here to your teams. So my teams is loading up. Okay, you can see all the teams I have. So I'm going to training. I'm going to post them on general. So I'm posting this board. Posted. Once you are done with the tools here, you can click on this, done inking. Once you're done, you can click on this to close that panel, and this is add image. You can add your image. For example, those of us teaching biology, you want them to see parts of the body and so on. You go to your folder where you have those pictures and just click on it right away. They'll be able to see it. Now I've inserted a picture. You can use this image for illustrations, and over here we can also add notes, and there's lots of things we can add. Once you click on the insert menu, these are the things you can do. You can copy a document from Word and paste them here. Text. Just mention. There's a lot you can do with this. Even PDF. You can even do your PowerPoint presentation from the insert menu. You can present your notes on the whiteboard. Okay. Now let's go and wipe the screen. We don't want to see this again. We just click on the eraser and click on the eraser again to see the clear canvas. Then I'm going to click on the clear canvas. What happened? Okay, you can see yourself. There are a lot of things you can do Microsoft, so I want you to explore it. Take your time and explore it. I'm going to be closing the whiteboard now. Okay. Now I'm going to be clicking stop presenting. Now we're back to the meeting environment. Okay, now that is all for the Microsoft whiteboard. Now let's go to the more option. Under the more options, you can see we have so many functionalities. We have show device settings, the full screen, the turn on live capture, keypad, start recording, end the meeting, and turn off video, turn off incoming video. Okay, I will take them one after another, but this time around I'm just going to pick a few and explain. Now once you click on the full screen, definitely the whole of this, all of the screen will be what displayed. Now when you click on turn on captions, if you are in a meeting with your participants, as they are conversing with you, it will be transcribed live below here. Currently I don't have any participant in my meeting, that's why it's not going to work even if I click, even if I turn it on. So normally as I'm talking, it's supposed to be transcribing, typing in text. Okay, once you click on the keypad, your keypad will be able to what? See, as you can see, you want to share a number or a password, a log. So we don't really need that. And start recording, which is very, very important for a lesson. Now, if you're having a class and in that class you want, some students are not online and you want them when they come online to be able to see this conversation, what you need to do is to what? To click on start recording. Now, as I've done that, over here, what are you seeing? You are recording. Let everyone know they are being recorded. Now, this simply means you are recording and they need to be aware that you are what? Recording this screen. After this, after the whole conversation, you can choose to stop recording, which I'm going to do now. Once you click on stop recording, that is, if you are done for your class, you click on what? Stop recording. Once you click on stop recording, on the Teams, it will be published on the Teams. Now, on that Teams, what you see is a link of the conversation you've had. Then, once you click on the link, it will redirect you to a page, a web page where you can download your image and share to your student. We will be discussing that later in the future. Why end meetings is to end the meeting. If you are the organizer, you need to click end meeting to end all meetings. Now turn off incoming video. This is important. You have students that want to always show themselves what they are doing in their house. You can simply click on turn off incoming video. Why? Once you do that, it means all students will appear what? Audio mode. Means no video what will be coming in. So we are going to do that. That will also help you to coordinate your class, because some students will want to share their screen when you have not asked them. But it's as soon as you click on turn off the incoming videos, all those unnecessary activities trying to share their videos will definitely be taken care of. Okay, thank you. And this is where we're going to call it a day. But before I go, don't forget to do what? Subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share this video.